Hello, is this Zach?
This is Zach, and we also have Steve, Ed, and Jason.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, dudes?
Welcome to the show.
Steve, Ed, and Jason. What's up? It's Bryan Massey.
nice to
really?
Get to talk to you.
I have no idea.
Yeah. You had no clue. I know. Yeah. I have a hard time disguising myself. It kind of sucks sometimes.
So, how
are
you
guys
doing?
living now? I'm good, man. You guys on the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're up on Long Island tonight.
Yes, the
Nice,
exotic
nice.
land.
Yeah, I used to live in Philadelphia back in the day.
There you go.
So I love the East Coast, man. How's the weather out there?
It's been warm.
Today, cold. Tomorrow, it's supposed to be great.
It's supposed to be 70 later this week?
Yeah.
As long as there's no rainstorms or anything that could cause power outages, we're fine.
I'm really
Yeah,
enjoying the
that,
global warming.
Global warming is awesome saucers. Oh.
But Bryan, it's so nice to finally talk to you. You know,
Yeah.
we've known of each other for a little while, so it's nice to finally chat.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me, guys. And it's always a good thing when you're raising money for, Japan and everything that's going on over there. So whatever I can do. Do you guys take checks?
Yes. No.
Because I'm going to go play handball with this check. When I'm done, I'll send it your way.
Okay. All right.
That's a bad bounce check joke. Sorry.
Okay.
Too old. I need new material.
Yeah, the check jokes.
We're youngins.
Yeah, and I'm an old one, so that's okay. We'll meet somewhere in the middle. Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me over, guys.
No, it's great.
So you're a pretty recent addition to the Funimation sort of stable of voice actors. How did you end up getting into anime voice acting?
I got sent out an audition, and my agent said, I was like, what is this? And I knew of anime because I was a big fan back in the day. I had Vampire Hunter D. And, I wasn't really as savvy as many, but I knew of it. And so fast forward, and I went to this audition, and my agent called and said, you've been booked for Walla. I'm like, awesome! I booked the role of Walla. I had no idea what that was. I thought it was an actual character. And as it turns out, Walla is actually with all actors. It's like, and it was still a great thing to do, but I had no idea. That's how green I was. And that was only about, 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. I think I started getting some work over there after struggling for a year or two with doing just things here and there. They started, Paolo Walker gave me a break, and I love it, man. It's awesome.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. I really kind of fell into it, guys. I wanted to be a cartoonist, but I couldn't draw for shit. So I guess this is as close as I'll ever get to that world, and I love every minute of it.
That's okay.
Just up there last week, and it was good times, man. Good times every time I'm out there. It's always fun.
Well, I'm a freelance cartoonist, so maybe I'll channel your dreams in me when I try to pursue this career.
There you go. Sure, man. Let's make a cartoon series.
Hell yeah! What do you have in
how
mind?
About a guy? Well, funny you should ask. I've got an idea. What about a guy named Global Warming? That's his full name. He's a villain. And the rest you'll have to make up. I have no idea.
Oh man.
I
like
those
it.
pigs will fly out of my ass.
I'm gonna buy that.
Yeah. So I think sort of your breakout role, sort of where a lot of people sort of became aware of you was as Lad Russo in Baccano. It's sort of this homicidal maniac with sort of he's got this thing where he's really intense and sort of smooth, and then he goes wild and off the handles. What were you trying to channel when you were doing Lad?
Be careful
funny,
with this one.
Funny, I was going to these auditions, you have to audition for the shows over there, and I wasn't getting anything, and I went to that one going, oh God, this is awesome. This is a great show, and I recognized, I said, well, I'm going to go in there my goal is to scare the shit out of them. If they're going to hire me, I'm just going to go in there and scare them as bad as I can. And I went in there, and I just had fun with it, and basically, getting to play a villain like that, it was just so much fun. I mean, and I didn't even think it was a villain. He was a hero to me, but I had such a joy with that. And then I came in for the first session, and Tyler Walker, the director, who took a chance on me, They had me booked out, and I walked up there and got in the booth, and I said, thanks again for the job. I'm really excited. He goes, oh, no, you haven't got the job yet. This is another audition. So, and I appreciate that. And it was, that's, did I answer the question? I guess that's
I think so, yeah.
Well, one thing
my ADD just took over. Sorry.
one thing I will mention,
White collar.
because I actually I met Tyler Walker back because he was in New York for New York Comic Con, and I was talking about Bacano.
Okay.
And you did do what you set out to do because you scared the shit out of him. That's pretty much what landed you the role as Lad, because you scared the shit out of him.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said it was scary. Like, and he had, I think I know he had Tatum listen to it, and Tatum was scared too.
Well, I it was one of those roles that I instantly recognize, and just, I always say, go for it. They can pull you back later if they need to, and I went for it. And I was glad they took a chance on me. Obviously, I wouldn't be talking to you guys probably without that job. So that was my foot in the door, and I was very thankful for it. And I love it. I love every aspect of it, and get to play some pretty interesting characters I don't usually get to do. And it's all, it's just a joy, just to create a character, and especially a character. I was really anxious actually before that came out, because I was still green, and I had no idea still what people's expectations were. And when I realized how really cool the show was, I was like, oh boy, well, I hope they like it. And I guess I got, you always have your doubters, but for the most part, I've had a pretty good consensus of good, good energy on that. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity, to be honest, guys. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun.
So what's it been like going from transitioning to a lot of on-screen work? And I see that you still do some of that, but going to voiceover work.
It's such a different. They're two different monsters. On camera is it's more. It can make you a little crazy sometimes. It's more it's more for realism, of course. More for. I say that, and I've done some things that probably aren't that realistic. So what do I know? But yeah, I think I've always said that I think voice acting is more challenging because all you have in the booth is your voice, and whereas in acting on camera, I think a lot of times if you're paired up with somebody really good, they'll make you look that much better. So I'm always thankful I get paired up with an actor that I admire or have heard about, and they end up delivering the goods. They make you look better on camera. Where in the booth, you're all by yourself, and I think they're both challenging in their own ways, and they're both rewarding in their own ways. I know I sound like Mitt Romney. I'm sorry.
Back on the prompter, Romney.
I don't even know how to answer that because I just love all of it, man. When I get to act, that's it's a dream, and I've been chasing this for a long time.
Where did that dream begin? Really, how did you get your start in acting?
Oh man, Ultraman.
Wow.
I used to watch Ultraman back in the day, man. Wow. I was like 5 years old, and I would draw dinosaurs and monsters, and I realized I couldn't draw, and then I started acting out Ultraman, which is a really bad show that I loved. You guys familiar? Do you even know of it?
Oh, yeah. Ultraman.
Okay, good. Okay. Well, I live in Detroit. I'm from Detroit, which is my dad always says it's a great place to be far from right now. But Detroit, I was living in a trailer park. Literally, I make jokes. I lived on 10 Mile, and. Wow. And we were struggling. My dad was a blue-collar guy. My mom had 3 kids, and we were barely making ends meet. So I would basically entertain my mom, and I would lip-sync to Disney story albums and put on little performances for my grandparents. I did this for a long time, and then as I got older, I realized that was acting.
Yeah.
And then I realized, wow, I want to do this. So I told my dad, hey, I want to be an actor. When I was in 9th grade, he asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I said, I want to be an actor. He goes, well, besides that, I go, well, I guess I could be a cop. So careful what you say, because there's power in your words, and it's sure enough, everything I've been set out for the most part, is cop roles on camera, at least. And yeah, it's kind of funny. So careful what you say, people out there listening. If there's anybody listening besides me and my dad.
No.
Hello? So you guys still there?
Yeah. Do you hear us? Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you fine. I'm sorry, did I give you a long-winded answer?
No, that's fine.
I don't get interviewed too often, so I don't really know how this goes.
Well, hey, it's better than one word answers, because then we'd have a hard time dragging this out. How'd you get into acting? Yes. Okay.
You like acting? I do. Acting is fun.
Is there like a kind of role that you see as sort of like a challenge for you that you haven't really had a chance to do yet? It's something that's you like kind of a sort of role that you're itching to play?
Wow, that's a good question. Wow. Man, it's I don't know. You know, there's so many things that, you know, I still think I'm young in the game, and I think a lot of the best roles for guys, especially, are the older roles. But you know, I'd love to do. I'd love to take a stab at Western. I've always had a thing for a Western. I like to be in. I like to be in a really you know, dark Western. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I love a good Western. They don't really do them. They didn't do them right for a while, but they started to do them right again. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, that'd be a dream role, Western, or maybe playing. I've always wanted to play in a historical figure, and I think it'd be awesome to play somebody like Jack the Ripper.
Nice.
Not really. Maybe
This is perfect for me.
I was about to
Make
say,
it
I'm like,
also-
that would be a really great Jack the Ripper with your East Coast accent.
Jack Ripper's not my dream role. I was teasing. I'd probably like to play. You know, I'd also like to be in a World War I movies, World War II movies.
There are
Anything
World
like
War
that.
I movies?
Those look like a lot of fun.
Are there?
Maybe
Yes.
Audie Murphy. Audie Murphy's the guy I was thinking of.
Oh
Audie
yeah,
Murphy's
yeah.
story is very unique.
America's Greatest Hero, really.
Yeah, and what's funny is he's my dad's hero. My dad grew up loving Audie Murphy, so I guess I've always had a fondness for that because of my father. So
Yeah. I mean, for people who don't know, he was a guy who he was too young to enlist in the army, so he lied about his age. He was 5'4", 100 and something
yeah,
pounds.
he was 100.
Yeah,
nothing.
he's ridiculous. He's a really small guy, and he was probably the bravest, you know, soldier that America had
Total
fighting in Europe.
hero, yeah.
He took out a whole bunch, and I think he was a Medal of Honor winner, and he won a whole bunch of other commendations from World War II. Go check out Hell and Back. I think was the name of his book and
Yep.
movie that he was in.
You're right. Yeah. And he actually starred in movies about himself, which was kind of unprecedented back then. No one really did that. Now you got Kim Kardashian and everybody else on television playing themselves. So,
Yeah.
but that was a long time ago. And yeah, he was a really interesting story about his life. And a friend of mine always he's always writing stuff, and he's been writing a lot about Audie Murphy as well. So yeah, that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been fascinated with that.
Yeah.
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 I'm also a Gemini. I like long walks on the beach.
Good.
Kittens, flying kites. Just kidding. Sorry, guys.
So-
You know, it's funny. I try to get the early shift, and I'm like, I've been up since 5:30 this morning. I have a 15-month-old, and she's.
We're soon going to know what it
she's
feels
early.
like.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, since we've never had the chance to speak with you before, and we like to every time we get someone new that we talk to, we like to give them the 10-question questionnaire from inside the actor's studio.
We haven't done this in a while.
So
Yeah,
just
this
to
is-
see,
Nice.
This is our first of the night. Actually.
yeah, just
Yeah,
to
it's the
see
first of the night.
what comes up with it. But question number 1 is, what is your favorite word?
Love.
Aww.
Aw.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. What do we say? Fuck? Fuck.
No, that's question
I'm like,
7.
okay,
We'll get there
fucking
eventually.
love.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to
We'll get
question
to
No,
this
favorite
one.
word. I'm sorry. You guys caught me off guard. I'm sorry. Can we start all over again like a reset button?
Go for it.
All right. If you're listening, you can fast forward to this part. Okay, here we go. Sorry, ask again.
All right, question 1. What is your favorite word?
Now.
All right. All right. Question 2. What is your least favorite word?
Racism.
It's a very admirable feeling there. Question 3. What turns you on?
Natalie Portman.
Good answer.
It's a very specific
Very,
answer.
very specific answer.
Have you seen her lately? Oh, good Lord. Hey,
Question.
Natalie, if you're listening to this, just give me a ring, all right? Follow me
Yes,
on Twitter.
I'm sure Natalie Portman is listening to this.
Oh, my God, you said something about me. How sweet.
She does live on Long Island. I
What?
know that.
Oh, yeah,
Grew
that's
up
right.
here.
All right.
You're right.
Question 4. What turns you off?
Slavery.
Again,
Very admirable.
very good.
That's good. Not to be pro slavery.
I'm pretty simple. I wish I was more complicated.
Question 5. What sound or noise do you love?
Well, that's a cat. A cat purring. It's nice.
All right. Question 6. What sound or noise do you hate? What noise is that?
You don't have to act out
Sorry, I
on
don't
the
know
noises.
what that was, guys. something outside my window. Holy shit! I got goosies. Nails on chalkboard, staple things. Yeah, you know, that's a good one. A lot of things. Yeah, that noise. That really annoys me.
Right on. Okay. Question 7. What is your favorite curse word?
Son of a motherfucking cunt!
That's a specific one also.
That's what it works.
Yeah, I don't know if
But it
Yeah,
works.
I mean, it is a love son of a motherfucking cunt. Come on.
It fits the spirit of the thing, you know. All right. Question 8. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Law. Go ahead. I know.
No,
Lawyers.
that's just funny because you say that because there's 2 law students in the room right now.
I know, and I know some lawyers, but that would be, I would never get to do the things I wanted to do. I'd be doing, if anything, I'd probably be doing traffic stuff. But you always see yourself doing something with law. But it's probably not in the cards. But yeah, law.
All right. What profession would you not like to do?
Anything indoors, 9 to 5, punch in, punch out.
Right on.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about
That's funny
right.
because we do have someone that works.
I've had those jobs, and I remember them well.
And final question: if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Son, I love you. Get your ass in here. Let's play some ping pong.
Nice.
That's
Seems appropriate that God would play ping pong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just pictured a
Yeah.
giant playing ping pong. Somehow that works.
I
a giant guy.
think, who knows? Who knows? I think some ping pong. You guys remember, I used to play Pong back in the day. Remember Pong?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I thought it was really cool.
Whatever happened to Pong?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Activision happened. Man, I can go back that far. ColecoVision, Super Nintendo, that's probably in your time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
I had 2 younger brothers.
during like the first or second season of SNL, they had the occasional skit where it would just be people playing Pong and just having like this obscure conversation.
What?
I don't know. Have you guys ever seen the?
No, I
First
haven't.
season of SNL? I would like to see that one.
Yeah.
I was watching SNL tonight. I love that show, man.
Yeah.
Apparently, one of the people in the chat says the guy that made Pong now runs Chuck E. Cheese.
No.
Good for him.
That
Nice.
can't be.
Jesus.
That can't be true. I know Chris
I
Abbott
was,
sings that thing for them.
Cheese. You guys have Chuck E. Cheese out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some.
Okay. I was in a Chuck E. Cheese video.
You too.
Oh, were you in that with Sabat?
No, is he in one too?
He was in Chuck E. Cheese in the Galaxy 5000, I think.
There's 3,000.
Galaxy 3000 or something.
Ah! Well, I played a coach in a music video and they're throwing a ball at me. And dodgeball. It was going to be the best shot, Pat Benatar. And I'm blowing my whistle.
Don't you
All
have
these,
some?
like
No.
30 kids are throwing balls at me. And I had 102 fever. It was in October. It was the most miserable shoot I think I've ever done.
Was that so? Is that for like a commercial or?
I know it was for all the Chuck E. Cheese's on the chain. All my family was calling me, yeah, did I see you with Chuck E. Cheese? Yeah. So I was wearing a baseball cap and, coach's shorts, with a whistle. I look like a real douchebag, and they're all throwing balls at me and stuff. And yeah.
What's your favorite live action role that you've had?
My favorite live action role that I've had? God, I can't really pinpoint just one because they've all been, you know, they've all been so much fun. Man. Oh, shit. I don't know.
It's got to be that role on the Chuck E. Cheese thing.
Yeah. Yeah. See, you know, I just did a job. I got to work at a job, Christmas movie with Eric Roberts, and here we go, name dropper. Vivica Fox and Lexi Ainsworth, and I feel like I have to tell their names. Patty Seabury, but they're all. It's this movie I play an angel, a Christmas movie. So playing an angel was a lot of fun, man. I played an angel biker dude. I got to work around with they had me dressed up like Indiana Jones. So that was kind of a dream role. That was a lot of fun. But I haven't seen it yet, so I hope it's good. You never know, man. It's crazy business, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, bros.
That's the appropriate term, yeah.
Bros, there's no girls there, is there?
For some reason.
No.
Not that I know of.
Bros before hoes. Sorry, girls. I'm just kidding. I love women. I live with 2 women, so I'm outnumbered daily. Trust me.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes. I feel like we should just bring up One Piece because
because we do a podcast on it sometimes.
Yeah, we do. I think that's what we are.
Oh.
One Piece podcast.
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah, you're the One Piece podcast, or you probably got many names. Like I said, I'm new to all this, so.
Yeah. You were the voice of Dragon, who appeared very briefly. At one point, he kind of helped Luffy and his crew escape Log Town. If you remember, he was drenched in green cloak.
Right, yeah, that was like one of those. I think I got that after Bacchanal. They're like, yeah, man, and I was really excited. I'm like, cool, and like, yeah, you're the voice of a Dragon, and we thought he's the father, of course, and we thought we're still, no one knows what's going on with that.
Oh, so
I haven't seen him since.
You're fully aware he is the father of the main character.
Oh, don't spoil it.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
You just said
spoilers. I am fully aware. I am fully aware.
Yeah. So
I knew that he was the father, and I was like the Darth Vader type. And I was
You
like,
are
"This is
Darth Vader."
awesome." Yeah.
like he is a,
Luke, I wish.
but he is such a
Well,
crucial.
Luffy rhymes with
He's
Luke.
such a crucial and important character of the story, and he's barely had more than like 20 lines in the entire series.
And for a 500-something episode
But
series.
just when he's finally in the spotlight, when his time comes, he probably won't shut up. So that's just gonna be tons of
There you
dialogue
go.
for you.
Yeah. I hope to see that soon. I mean, I've been waiting for that. We've been waiting for the Return of Dragon for. Yeah, that was like I did that like 3 years ago. I think, 4
When
years
does Dragon
ago.
have a line again?
At the end of
No,
Indy's lobby.
Oh yeah, he does one. Oh, it's like a paragraph.
Well,
It's like a
Funimation
monologue.
they are dubbing One Piece again, so and he does make an appearance, but that might not be.
That I think is season 5.
That's season
that
5,
might be
so
season
it's gonna
5,
be
and they're
many
currently
years.
dubbing season 4. So I think we still got some time.
Yeah. It's going to be like a bunch of nothing, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, there's an arc that revolves around him.
Right. Yeah. There's. I hope that's the case. I actually just quit asking about a year ago. I'd make it. You know, every time I was up there, I'd stop by and say, you know, where's this guy? He's coming out, isn't he? I mean, Dragon. What a cool name too. It's like the ultimate cool badass character, and it's like a dangling carrot. I've never seen him again.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much like what One Piece is, because we've had a character that appears in like 1 or 2 panels, and then 5-7 years later, he is the main character.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so you're saying there's a chance.
It's just like the weird thing. It's like people will be called years later, like, "Hey, remember this character you voiced for like 3 episodes? Yeah, you got to come back here because he's around a lot." That's pretty much how One Piece works.
Yes, that's exactly.
Okay, well, you guys know more about this than I do, so thank you. It's educational for me.
I know I saw a question floating around before, and I think I will do that fan a favor and ask that. It was asking about My Bride is a Mermaid, and you played a shark, and I think they just wanted to know about that experience, if you don't mind sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. I was happy to do that, and you know, it was great playing shark. And we actually, I guess I can talk about this. I think we covered almost over half the episodes, and so we got a note from somebody higher up the food chain at Funimation, from somebody, I guess, it's basically my character, every statement he says is in the form of a question. So we didn't do it like that. So we had to go back in the booth, and I'm not complaining, mind you, but we had to go back in the booth and do it all over again with question marks. So instead of, I'm going to kill you, it was, I'm going to kill you. I went against every bit of training as an actor I've had over the years, and I was like, I just started losing my marbles because I was saying every line again, and it didn't sound right to me. I was like, I said the fans are going to hate me. I felt like a knob, and I was really, it's one of those experiences I didn't know. So I'm happy to hear there's some fans out there that of that that character in that show, because I love the show. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think it was very that's my kind of comedy. It was very high paced and and sticky. I liked I liked how it was all amped up. I really enjoyed the high energy of that show. So to go back and redo it all again with the question marks was kind of unnerving, to say the least. It wasn't fun doing that part, but I'm glad it worked out.
So why don't we give an update for the donation totals?
Yeah.
Sir,
Ed?
it's been a little while since we've updated our board there, but
So
we're
I'll go
up
do
to... Since then, we've added, let's see, $245. So for a full total of $34,520 raised since last year, and I think that makes about $3,800 raised this year. So you're doing a great job here by coming on and helping us raise money, man. It's a thank you.
Yeah, no, it's just been awesome. Definitely.
Good job, guys. Seriously, good job. To you guys as well. I mean, it's really noble of you to do this. And,
no, thank you.
I mean, it's a good cause, and I mean, God forbid, something like that happens here. So it's good for it's good stuff, man.
Do what we can with the tools we've been given.
Yeah, and I don't know, just
absolutely.
Ever since you were on that anime show, I felt like I was like, shit, we have to talk to this guy. But like Dragon only had like a few lines. It's like, we can't bring him on our podcast. We have like nothing to talk about yet. So
I did do another character on there, Drake, if that matters.
Yes, that's right.
I think he was only like 6 or 7 episodes.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe more. I forgot how many he was.
No, he was in a very short arc.
That came around.
Yeah, and you even you got to do the commentary on the last DVD set that came out.
Yeah, that's right.
That arc,
I still don't listen to it. I'm afraid to.
Yeah, and the final episode of that arc will be coming out.
Yeah.
Later sometime.
Yeah. I guess you had to
the summer
come back and do that last episode because you guys didn't finish that arc. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like I said, I just work here, man. It's a full-time job being me. How you doing?
Oh man. Well,
you guys like Rodney Dangerfield? You know Rodney Dangerfield?
Oh, yeah, yes, of course.
Actually, Zach lives in the neighborhood where Dangerfield's comedy club is.
Club.
Yeah, his old comedy club.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I just watched his biography, and he was the first celebrity I ever met. I met him at the airport. I was in 9th grade, and I remember yelling at his name like a douchebag, and I was like, "Yo, Rodney!" He's like, "Hey, how you doing? I got to catch a plane. Hey, what's going on? Hey, don't take my wife, please." I'm like, "Hey, can I get your autograph?" He's like, "Hey, yeah, how you doing? Hey, how'd it go?" And next thing you know, everybody starts crowding around him, and I felt bad for that because he was almost to the terminal.
Oh,
wow!
Wow!
Why did the image through that impression? The image I just got in my head is Rodney Dangerfield walking through an airport. He's just a walking, talking catchphrase machine. Like, hey, how you doing?
Man, I just was like, because I'd seen him in, of course, Caddyshack, and I was just a kid. And I'm like, wow, this is the guy, man. And he was just like he is in the movies. He was very real quirky and little ticks, He had the ticks, just like he was just like you saw him in stand-up. He was just had so much a strange energy, but a good energy, and you could tell he was just trying to. He was probably the most misunderstood person his whole life because he's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was really trying to catch his fan. People were sort of flocking on like vultures. And, but yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Just to meet Rodney, I grew up loving that guy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, right at the edge of the field, and who else is it? I'm working on my impersonations. I've been working on my Jimmy Durante. That's still coming along. That's,
Nice.
You want to hear it? You want to hear it a quick second?
Okay.
Sure. Hit us with it.
All right, here we go. Frosty the Snowman was a holly jolly soul with a corn pop and a button nose and 2 eyes. I forgot the fucking word. Man, I just blanked on Frosty the Snowman. And how are we doing on time, guys?
I think that's
That's a great way to end it on that.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. Random improv.
Brian,
All
it
right,
was
that was
awesome to
incredible.
finally
Yes.
talk with you. It was
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Seriously, you got the 4 Musketeers, man.
Yes.
4 Musketeers.
We're Musketeers.
hell yeah. They should make a candy
4
bar out of
Musketeers.
this.
So your show's called, it's your One Piece and other shows too, right?
The One Piece podcast, we did one on Full Metal Alchemist.
Briefly.
On at least extended hiatus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty much the One
It's
Piece
a
guys.
One Piece podcast.
We're the One Piece guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
can call us
we're
that.
cool,
versatile.
man.
We know our stuff.
Yeah.
I did Full Metal as well, man. I did
Yeah.
Full Metal. First, only got 1 episode, but yeah, what are you gonna do, man?
Yeah.
Well,
That's cool, man.
Thanks for coming on. We
Do
really
a
appreciate
podcast
it.
do a podcast on Bakano and get everybody together. That's what you should do.
I love to. I always name
we'll
drop
do at least
Bakano.
one.
Bakano. I can't get enough of that show.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Like this,
Yeah,
I just have
no,
the
I
image
love
of
that
Vlad
show.
Russo just dancing in blood in my head. So.
Well, that's a weird image to have in your head.
I actually, I really loved Claire. I thought he was a great job.
Yeah.
He's a really
Jerry
good
Jewell.
actor. Jerry Jewell, yeah, very good actor. A lot of talent in that show. A lot of talented people.
Yeah.
But hey, guys, thanks for having me, man.
Thanks,
Thank you,
thanks for
Brian.
coming on. It was a lot of fun.
Anime fans, I love all you guys and girls. Girls, I love girls. Get that straight. I always said some bad comments about girls.
Yeah, that's probably.
Bros and girls. Well, yeah, you guys, thanks a lot for having me. I'm not making much sense. I'm going to go eat some Gerber baby food.
You go get some sleep, bro.
Catch
Have
up with
fun.
some sleep.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
All
Brian.
right, dude. You take it easy, guys. Be careful out there.
You too.
We'll try.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.